I had a good girl. I had a nice car. I had a couple good jobs. I was a DJ and I was working as a special event coordinator somewhere, making some really good money. Had a great family. I was living home rent free at the moment, looking for a house. And you would think by anyone's standard that these are some really good things that I would be really happy. I was just going by what the world taught me. The world taught me that these things would make me happy. But truth be told, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy at all. As a matter of fact, I wanted a better girl. I wanted a better job. I wanted to make more money. I wanted a better family. These things just weren't satisfying me for some reason. And I just couldn't put my finger on it. So one day in the back of my mind, I'm like really upset. I'm going through a depression on these things, these things. I'm supposed to be happy. It's like, hey, I mean, I like to think of myself as intelligent, but I have all these things that the world taught me would make me happy, but I wasn't. So knowing that, and I'm like, well, what else is there? What else could there possibly be? So one day in the back of my head, I said, who is God? And actually, I believe the line was, if there is a God, I know that he will have to show me who he is. And in that, I just kind of held on to that. And a couple weeks later, I was coming back from DJing one day, and I stopped off at one of the local stores to get me a toasted sub. And I had posted my cards on the bulletin board a few weeks earlier. And when I came to go see if anybody had taken my cards down, my DJ cards, I saw that there was a church card posted over the top. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of neat. I was a little, I guess, a little superstitious, whereas we all may be when we're going through some things in our life. But so I took the church card down. I kind of put it in my pocket, held on to it, left it in my car. And one day I'm on MySpace. You remember that, MySpace? And I'm on MySpace and I see one of my friends on her top friends was the logo of that church card that I had. And I connected it almost immediately. I'm like, wow, that's pretty neat. So I hit her up and I was like, hey, I want to talk to you about your church. I met up with her that night on a Monday. I think it was the 4th of January 2009 to talk about the church. And I attended through that meeting with her. I attended church for the first time on January 11, 2009. And ever since then, I've been sticking to it. It hasn't been an easy walk by all means, but nothing is really ever that easy in life. Continued my walk with God, and now here we are today, recording this November 1st, 2011, and I'm giving my testimony. I mean, it's just that's what it was. I went from somebody who didn't know who God was, who was seeking the American dream. And I was getting to what I believe was the American dream. The world taught me that was what I wanted, and that just wasn't it. It didn't satisfy me. And I could tell you now here on November 1st that God has satisfied me, has filled me in a way that the world, that the American dream never could and never will. I've come to learn that Jesus is enough, and this is why I live to share.